or they would use it at some future time.
All right, 6:30. You guys want to start?
Yep.
Our chairman's not going to be here tonight, so he's asked me to run the meeting pro tem. We have one item on the agenda. It's an application by Florac for property located at 677 Deep Hollow Road. We're looking for a front yard setback and a special permit to increase the size of a non-conforming house. Before I do that, we've got approval of the minutes from the May meeting. Does anybody have any additions, changes, suggestions on those?
None.
I'll accept the motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, someone here to represent Florac.
Sure. Should I come up here?
Sure,
sure.
Have a seat.
Yep.
Get yourself settled in, explain to us what you want to do, and
Okay.
go from there.
All right, good. Guess you'll have the drawings, but this is Tracy Florac right here.
You can come up if you'd
You
like.
come
Come up, Floyd. If you're right there.
We don't bite.
So,
Well, sometimes. All right, my name is Julie Calber. I'm the architect, and I represent Jim and Tracy Florac. They have an existing old house at 677 Deep Hollow, which is in the Lithgow hamlet. The house is an 1810 colonial structure with some later additions. The exterior style of the house is both colonial and Greek revival details. Since it was built in 1810, it is considered pre-certificate of occupancy. It's also pre-existing non-conforming to the zoning code, as the front of the existing house is set back 43.8 feet from the front lot line. And of course, the RR10 front setback is 100 feet now. We're proposing a one-story addition to the house that will begin at 80.1 feet back from the front lot line. The Florac family uses the side or the east-facing kitchen entrance most of the time, as this is the side of the house the driveway and the parking is located on. The service areas that they enter into have proven to be inadequate and too tight for their needs, and they are looking to expand those areas. Their current entry is only 3 feet deep, and we are looking to make a new entry foyer, which allows a more appropriate way to circulate within the house. The house also has an old basement with rubble, stone walls, dirt floors, and very low beams, as is typical in a house of this type and age. But they're not able to store anything at all in the basement of the house. To fix this problem, we are proposing a new combination mudroom and laundry off the entry with large closets that will address their storage needs. This room will also act as a holding room for their 2 dogs when necessary. Another feature of the design was to connect an existing storage building to the interior of the house, allowing us to upgrade its insulation, waterproof the floor, and add heating and air conditioning, so it can be utilized as a gym. This existing storage building is 11.5 feet by 11.5 feet in terms of its footprint. We wanted very much to keep this structure since it is visible from the driveway and also from Deep Hollow Road. And it's a very picturesque structure, and it's essentially a small pavilion, square pavilion with a little cupola and a weather vane on top. And it adds a lot of visual interest to the house. So we really wanted to keep it.
you're not suggesting attaching it to the house. You're just, looks like you're just putting a walk up to it.
No, it's actually, that's actually an enclosed hallway.
I couldn't tell from this.
It's on the corner.
Okay, so this is the existing.
Okay.
And so this is the existing laundry room. This is the existing,
Okay.
that little pavilion.
Okay.
And then the proposed is right here with a new laundry room with stairs
Okay.
down and into this building.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is the point that's going to be
Actually, it's not.
1.1 feet of the front
It's
wall.
actually this point right here. You see that note right there?
Okay, this is,
That line?
got it.
Yeah. And it's a little clearer on
Okay.
the larger. This is actually 102 feet back,
Mhm.
but this is the
where you
area.
need the variance.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Okay.
right. Um,
Front yard variance, front yard variance, you can use. Side yard's okay.
We've also added a 5x7 open porch at the entry, which will not only provide useful cover at the entrance, but because it only has 2 columns and is effectively see-through, aesthetically, we think the porch adds a layer to the facade and helps give an overall impression of the house, which will be more appealing than if it weren't there. In terms of the numbers related to the proposal, for square footage, we're planning on demolishing the existing laundry room and entry, which is 225 square feet. And then the overall area of the new addition, including the porch and the steps, is 614 square feet. Therefore, the expansion from the existing house is 389 square feet. Not all of that area requires variance, since some of it sits beyond the 100-foot setback. The square footage of the area that sits within the 100-foot setback is 228 square feet. In terms of dimensions to the lot line, again, the existing house is 43.8 feet. Where we're adding the addition is 80.1 feet. So the actual variance would be for 19.9 feet.
That's what I come up with too.
Yeah, that's,
And under our code too, you'll need a special permit in order to increase the size of the house. But I think it also requires you go to planning board too.
so that was, yeah, so that was new to us. We'd spoken with Kim Hand and the building inspector, but
Okay,
that one had not.
all right.
Are they both together at the same time? Can you do them together?
No, because we're only the zoning board of appeals. Planning
Right.
board's a different board, meets different night, different application.
Right. But the site plan and the planning board, that would be the same.
Correct. Yes.
Yes, so
Exactly.
that's
So
one
once
application.
you go to them.
It's one application.
Right.
Okay,
Well, we can take action subject to their approval, so.
okay, all right.
No, it's okay. It's a process. It's a whole process. So, yeah.
Anybody got any questions or anything?
Oh, it's a nice addition.
I'll Make
Yeah.
a motion that we open the public hearing.
Mhm.
I have one question.
Wait a minute, let us vote on the opening the public hearing. and then you're good.
I
All in
say.
favor?
Aye.
Go ahead, Howard.
Now that you've done it correctly, any wetlands near where you're?
No,
My one question.
yes, no, not at all.
The one thing, there's an environmental easement that affects the parcel, but the DLC has already signed off on it. They've
Yes.
approved the plans.
I haven't seen anything printed on this parcel at all.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not.
All right. I don't have any questions.
I don't either. I know the place.
Seeing there's no one else here for the public to comment, I make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
Second. Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Two things going on. One, let's take a look at the front yard setback. I would make a motion that we grant 19.9 foot front yard variance to the application. Wait a minute, before I do that, we have to do seeker. This is a type 2 action.
Mhm.
So I would make a motion that we accept this as a type 2 action under seeker and that no further environmental review is required.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, now I'll go back to my original motion.
Mhm.
That we grant a 19.9 foot front yard variance to the applicant. I see no effects. There's no detrimental effects to the neighborhood or to the property, or to the surroundings, so
Mhm.
I would make a motion that we grant that variance.
Mhm. Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, carry. Next, they need a special permit for the increase in square footage of the house in the amount of 389 feet, which is a 7.4 increase in square footage. Do I have a second for that motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion granted.
Okay,
You got everything you need from us.
okay,
Now you just go to
have to
planning
go to
board.
planning board.
okay,
You don't have to come back to us.
okay.
You know, on the special permit,
Mhm.
we should make it conditioned upon
Their
planning board
approval.
approval.
Yes.
We'll make that a condition of
Mhm.
this.
So as long as they approve it, then ours,
You don't have to come back to us.
Okay,
right. If they don't approve for some reason, then you'll have to come back to us.
okay. Who is the assistant then that would be in charge of that?
That's a good
Right now.
Aaron, are you doing planning board too?
Yes.
Okay.
Aaron?
Aaron is brand new to the
Yeah.
town.
Okay.
I don't know. Aaron, are you up on the procedures or anything yet that you can help guide them with an application?
I'm getting there. I
Okay.
know they're in the process of hiring somebody permanent though, so it might not be me.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
But we can
So-
still submit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
You can just call the town clerk's office. They can tell you how many copies you need. and
Right,
the final
I've
result.
actually looked at it on a
Oh.
little bit, so I know a little. bit,
Okay,
but
good.
I Wasn't sure who to contact, so it's you.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Aaron.
Okay,
Very
thanks
good.
for coming out.
All right,
Good
thank
luck,
you.
good luck with the addition. It'll be nice.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your summer.
Mhm.
Well, there being no further business, I would make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
Huh?
That's all right.
That's our job.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Motion carried. Next meeting is on August 20th.
Who seconded that motion?
Seeker.
Katie.